Alright, thanks for joining this video. This is going to be unlocking the crystals from the individual totalizer event. Now forgive me for not saying that correctly. But it's the second to last saga in Season 8. It's called Tactical Substitutions. And mainly it was, if you're able to finish this 15,000 event, it was 10 crystals of all the combiners. I already have the 4-star versions of all the combiners, so this video will be all dupes. And we're going to start with the Skyrain bundle, because that's the first one on the list, so we'll just go through them real quick. And this video shouldn't be too long. I will try my best to do commentary. As I mentioned before, each one of these guys I do already have as the 4-star version. So Skyrain has been upgrading ever since he's been available. I was pretty lucky. I do play the game a lot, and I am not a free-to-play player. I do occasionally buy stuff for this game. On top of that, for this particular combiner, I have a 5-star smokescreen, so it worked out. I'm not itching to get the 5-star version of anyone else, to be honest. I am not for 5-star medics, really, because I don't believe that the best defense makes a great offense. Those support bots can come in handy, but I think if you have really strong fighters, attackers, that's better than having support class. That's my 2 cents. Magdaboss, same thing. I didn't realize how good Magdaboss was. I use him to clear 15,000 level groups. Am I saying that right? No, 15,000 level stages. I think those are zone 13s. And he clears them in about 40 seconds. And you get at least 300k of, energon and alloy each time. So if I need to power level somebody, or if I need some cash, or maybe cash isn't the right word, but if I need alloy or energon, I will run him for 15 minutes, and I will come back great. He helped me level a lot of bots quicker too. And typically I'm using him very often when I get some new 5-star bot to get them where they should be, in the 50s like everyone else. Nothing good there. And if you're watching this, you may be noticing some new type of shards here. These are supposed to be how you're going to get your existing classes stronger. You can see it's different class: air class, special class, warrior class, and it's supposed to span over the single person that you use. So giving an example, you saw this was I was going to say the Tripreticus. You can see that was Magdaboss. So whether it's Silverbolt or Ironhide, or I forgot who the third person was. Was it Air Razor? No, it wasn't Air Razor. It was one of the. Oh, it was so bad. I can't remember the name. But supposedly the thing is, right? Like if you have multiple versions of that bot, you can upgrade all those bots at the same time with additional, whether it's probably going to include both health and tack, but it's going to span across all the bots. So who do we got here? Techno bots. So Computron. I have a 4-star version of him. He's only at level 19 right now. I don't see the reason to hit level 20 because I don't use him that much. Ever since I got my maxed out Omega Supreme, initially I wasn't a big Omega Supreme fan, to be honest. Like, what's the point of the one additional ability? But that 5-star ability is really good. So my main combiner used to be Defensor up until I maxed out Omega Supreme. And what I would do is I would swap between Defensor and Computron. it becomes very situational. Like if you see a base that has like when it comes to wars, right? Uh, if you have to battle the same guy 3 times, I typically will switch to Computron only because the first 2 times I had trouble trying to brute force it, so let me try to use Computron to hypnotize and hack as much as I can and see if that does the trick. And you know what? So far, I've in that specific scenario I said, where I'm doing a war, and I try the 3rd time with Computron, it's been successful every time. Alright, these are the dupes. I can't wait for those shards to be in use. I'm assuming sometime soon since they're slowly releasing stuff. Is this... Yep, this one's a protector box, so see what Defensor gives me. Now, if you were paying attention really quick, you probably saw at the beginning of the video on the lower right hand side of the screen I had 4 type of crystals to unlock, and now it turned to 5. Probably the 5th one is another 3-star. Doesn't really do anything for me right now. I will be opening up those 3 stars eventually. I don't need a 3-star Fortress Maximus at the moment, but I will, when I get through these other specialty crystals, I will be getting through to the 3 stars, the generic 3 stars. I was kind of happy I was holding them back because, well, like 2 weeks ago they were talking about these class shards, so that's great. Oh, these. What I don't understand, and they'll justify it any which way they want, but if you have a combiner bundle and you can't make a 2-star combiner, what is the point of giving us 2-star bots? You know, for that specific scenario, I understand you need duplicates because you need these cores and shards, you know, to make, you know, either the individual stronger or get other bots to get other shards to get, you know, higher classes. Alright, and who's this one? The Rust Renegades, sorry. So this is Victorion. Victorion, I do not bring into any battle. The first time I used Victorion was when I had the 3-star version of her. So all she could really do was, you know, dive and do the crazy sword swipe. And neither one of those really does anything for me. And then I tried her 4-star ability, which is that weird, like, suicide attack, suicide explosion. She's not somebody I can use correctly. I don't know how to use her properly. I don't see her being used at higher levels, so I don't know how to use her. And I don't think I'll ever find out how to use her because when I get attacked, I do not really see Victorion. When I watch replays at, you know, when it comes to my teammates at that higher level, and I'm not like Prime League by any means, but, you know, like when you're in Cybertronian League, you know, you don't really see them. When your base is, you know, maxed out, so you could be considered, you know, like either like a Zone 16 or Prime League, you don't see him or her. And who do we got here? Who's left? Okay, Volcanicus. You know what would be great? Like, I didn't see it, and I'd like to believe I would have seen it. Like, with all these dupes, can I get a G-Metal core? You know? Those things are hard to come by in this game. And some players have gone years without getting those, you know, like high-level things that they need. I remember when I started getting G-Metal cores, in the beginning it was ones that I did not want to use, like anti-air for lasers. What good is that? I got RC's G1, but at that time I had, you know, like the 3 and the 4-star, and to me she's not the best warrior, especially if you have somebody like Rook or Dinobot, you know? If you max out RC, then she becomes like Rook. And who do we got here? Oh, Optimus Maximus. So there's a rumor going around that they will have another 5-star combiner soon. And the only one that really fits the bill, to me, would be if they allowed Optimus, Maximus, and the Combaticons to go 5-star. I think the Combaticons and Optimus Maximus, like when you take a look at their individual pieces, they're all just missing one 5-star piece. So it's just like, why not? I think on the Chinese server, all of them have 5-star pieces, but I don't think there's a 5-star upgrade for them. Ooh, a lot of gunner shards. I have a 5-star sea spray, and I'd love to get a 5-star warpath. All right, and who's this? This is the area bots, right? Yep. All right, and this one's gonna be a pretty short video. I kind of laughed when I saw Power Glide was in the aerial bots. Meanwhile, I forgot, like, one of the guys was missing, and I was like, what weirdness is this? And they only added him this year. I forgot his name off the top of my head, but I was just like, Power Glide's not an aerial bot. Yeah, he can fly in the air. I don't really know if they made him a gun in the TV show or the comics. Well, at least in the TV show they never did. I mean, the majority of the people watch the show on TV for free. They didn't go out and buy the comic. And is that it? Alright, so that takes care of the 10 shards for each combiner from the Tactical Substitutions event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also open up these duplicates right here. They're really just taking up space for what's on the bottom, and it's probably going to take some time. So please enjoy, and I'm 99% sure all these are going to be dupes. But we're going to start off with the free crystals, and then work to these premium crystals. Yeah, we'll start that way. Is this the Autobot one? Decepticon one. And Decepticon. Alright, so I'm going to do the guaranteed Autobot dupes first, alright? What I would prefer them to do, right? I know they got a ×10 here. What I would almost prefer is if that button was just an open button, and for you to stop opening, there's a button in the corner, you know? So all of a sudden it's just going, and you hit the button and it'll stop right there. I don't really want to call it like an all or nothing, but to a point it's like, hey, I mean, that whether you have 2 crystals or 2,000 crystals, it works out because you're stopping when you want to stop. Now the only thing that really kind of stinks is that there's 7 that's going to be left over. Aside for 5-star bots, I'm only missing about 8 4-stars. So I know I'm not going to get even the bigger 237. I'm gonna run into that same problem. Like, so that big hiccup there. Oh, such pain. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do these like individually. There's gonna be like 21 individual clicks. What a pain. Come on. Jesus. Let it go. What's the point of a 1,000 spark? Even 2,000 to a point. Like, there's no point. They should scale that a little bit, you know? Like, maybe for new players that sounds like it's great, but like when you need like 500,000, 750, 1 million, what's 1,000? And some of the event rewards are like 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. And when it comes to, you know, like some of the randomized rewards, right? Like when you get past, look at the Cyber Pass stuff, right? I think it's like 5,000 and then 15,000, 5,000, 7,500, and 15. Like those are better numbers, but I even say like 5,000 is low when it comes to you needing like 500,000. You know, doesn't make any sense. Now, there's a small chance I'll get some new guys here. I think I need a few 3-stars, maybe 2 or 3, and 1 2-star bot. I think it's Skids. No, not Skids. I forgot who it is off the top of my head, but it's one of the newer guys. Oh, who was it? It wasn't Breakout from the Prime series. It was the other guy from the Prime series. Yeah, I'll remember at some point. And now I can go 10 at a time again. Now the reason you see that number 5 there is probably because I just earned another 3-star bot after opening up all those free crystals. wasn't the Piranacons, it's a Knockout. That's what his name is. It took me a minute to think about it, but I think he's the only 2-star guy that I'm missing. Ah, right, here we go. I didn't see that one premium shard coming. I would have sooner opened up my dispatch mission cases to get, you know, like a few more shards to get closer to a 10th number instead of individually opening 7. Yeah, right, and after these 10 are open, I will move on to the 200 and change. I think it's 230. There we go, finally that one's done. Got some shards, and let's open the 230. I should really take a look at the percentages for this one.
Target their defenses! Deploy!
It's good to hear Frank Welker's voice. The only issue is that even though he does, you know, Megatron's voice, he's known for Megatron's voice. If you listen to like that G1 from 30 years ago and compare it to now, it's a little off. A little. Does it bother me? I am very happy that the original voice actor is doing it. And it just it makes me a little sad. It doesn't sound exactly like him from 35 years ago. But I also know I don't look or sound the same that I did 35 years ago.
Attack! Crush them! Crush them!
Okay, the longer this emulator stays up, the worse it gets.
Crush them! Crush them! Megatron!
Now here's hoping that maybe I can get, you know, more G medals from these premium crystals. Especially since, hey, have just 4-star dupe of Megatron, you know? And no. What did that 4-star even give me? Shouldn't there be like a gold? Oh, there, yay! Hooray! Called it. Sweet. Oh, okay, that makes me feel better at least. Let's just take a look at the percentages of this thing. What do we got? I was hoping they'd say something about, you know, the cores. Maybe I might be lucky with lug nuts. Just silver. His mace.
Crush them.
I think one of the updates that they're having was saying that when the time comes, you can buy individual bundles right from the Transformers profile page. I think that's a good and a bad thing, right? It's good because you can buy exactly who you want, which kind of matches, like other character-driven games in other genres. The issue is that if I already have the 5-star bot, why would I ever buy the bundle? Especially for a chance to get a G-Metal core, which is, what, 2%? It's lower than that, but could you imagine for half a second, even if they increased it to 2%, to me that's laughable, you know? It's like, oh, why would I buy that when I already have the strongest bot? Oh, so you can, what, get a duplicate lower version? Oh, there's people who have the 5 but not the 4? Yeah, that's true, but I don't want the 4 if I have the 5 regardless, you know? So it doesn't really make sense to me. What I say, what I type in every stream is that they should have a trading system, and I don't mean trading between players. That's other games have tried it. I don't know how many have actually been successful, but it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. And if a third-party company does it correctly, hooray! If a first-party company does it, they're gonna try to get a piece. So what I would prefer to happen is, if you guys know who McAdams is, he's like one of the original 13 Primes, and he opened up a bar on Cybertron. So why not allow that bar to become a building on our base, and we go to him and trade stuff, you know? Do we get a good core? Come on, come on. Just a gold core? That's not good. I mean, from where I stand, that's a great idea. But I'm just patting myself on the back, you know? They don't necessarily need McAdams to do an internal trading system. Every part of this game has like has a tiering system, right? 2 stars cost less than 3 stars, 4 stars cost less than 5 stars, and upgrading them requires different energon. So how about you allow us to do like a trade-in process for the cores? You know, I don't mind giving you 200 or 2,000 silver cores for a G metal, you know, or at least translate that accordingly. You know, it's like say 20 gold cores, which is 100 silver cores. And they got rid of the bronze cores, but it would be that same exact thing where it's just like, hey, a lot for something a little stronger, and that a bunch of the little something strongers for the strongest. You know. What I think is going to end up happening, we'll probably see that in the future, because little by little, this is a 6-year-old game, so they've been doing things to improve the the quality. So I feel like that's not that far away. Probably what we're seeing now that you see the number 7 there is because I probably unlocked a 4-star crystal.
Shockwave.
Not really much, but it is what it is.
Target their defenses! Skywalk.
Now, even though I put 2 stars and 3 stars into the Decepticons, the 4 stars I don't put into Decepticons. I will go right to the Autobots with them because 4 stars, we use them for, you know, higher levels in end-game content, along with the 5 stars. And because I can't use, you know, combiners or titans with the Decepticon 4 stars, it's harder to level those guys up. I know you can use Shanix to get XP, and there's events for XP, but at the end of the day, it doesn't work out the way we want it.
Crush them!
Yeah. Oh, the sound effects, I'm a little embarrassed.
Megatron. Attack! Shockwave. Deploy! Crush them!
Hope you didn't mind the full-on mute there. I'm hoping I can get these 120 done, so the video itself is not super long.
Crush them! Deploy! Deploy!
Whoa, what is this? What? Who did I just get? Shattered Glass Thunder Cracker. Ah, that's cool. You get the picture? There we go. One less bot I gotta worry about. Oh, speak of the funny, one more.
Deploy!
Crankcase. I don't have his 4-star version for the Autobots, which is Hoist. I feel like I'd like Hoist more than Trailblazer, or Trailbreaker, I mean. But let's see. That's great, though. 2 less I gotta worry about.
Shockwave! Deploy! Shockwave! Deploy! Crush them! Deploy!
Now I'd just like to see more 4-star duplicates, you know? Like, hey, I just got the Crankcase, so give me a, you know, a dupe of that. So it gets me closer to 5-star. I'm assuming like those top tier people are the ones that have every single Autobot that, or I'm sorry, every single one of their primary faction that they're then in turn, you know, spending their shards on their opposite faction.
Concentrate your fire! Crush them! Crush them!
Alright, so 8 more clicks. Shouldn't be too much longer. But this video did go a lot longer than I expected. All just based on how things were spaced out at the bottom. Those chips were all the way on one side, which they weren't, but they were. So I was like, hey, let me get rid of these dupes on this side. At least they'll be making it easier for me to reach out to the chips on the other side.
Crush them. Deploy. Crush them. Crush them. Megatron. Deploy. Deploy. Crush them.
Alright, 7 more.
Crush them. Break down. Deploy. Crush them. Deploy. Attack. Skywalk. Deploy. Attack. Deploy. Deploy. Thundercracker. Deploy. Deploy. Target their defenses. Deploy. Attack. Attack. Target their defenses! Bludgeon! Attack! Deploy! Crush them! Attack! Crush them! Deploy! Crush them! Stars! Crush them!
So with Motor Master, so many of them. Oh, another one. Whoa, another 4-star no less. What do we got? What do we got? Ugh, look at that thing choking. Choking! Blast off. Pretty good. 2 Too bad I can't get a Bruticus.
Deploy. Megatron. Deploy. Megatron. Deploy. Crush them. Stars. Crush them. Crush them. Attack. Deploy. Crush them. Crush them. Deploy. Crush them.
Alright, so I wasn't blind to what just happened. I just hit my cap again.
Crush them.
So there's
Deploy.
going to be a handful of days of me just playing straight through to
Deploy.
smelt down some cores.
Megatron. Deploy. 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 Attack. Crush them. Deploy. Crush them. Storm Shadow.
So, just to address this one real quickly, use your power cores. I have over 5,000 power cores. Yep, I saw it. This was always a big problem. What this means is that I have to devote time into just playing the game normally to in turn smelt a lot of these cores down so I can open up more of these chests or crystals. We don't got to worry about the 5-star crystals, but like these things, I can't open them. So I will have to wait for another day to open up like pretty much all these crystals from I think that was another Black Friday, a Super Black Friday chest or bundle. I'm trying to remember correctly, but like all this stuff from here backward, I have to wait. Minus the minus his battle tactics chest. But I do want to thank you for holding on and watching this very long video. I want to again thank you for that. Feel free to like and subscribe. Any positive comments, feel free to leave them below. Constructive criticism also included. Unfortunately, the next time you see a video, there's a chance that some of this stuff is no longer going to be here because I have to make room by playing the game normally, getting the alloy and the energon to smelt out other cores, and then I can start a new video up. So see you guys then. Thank you so much. Bye bye.